Legends tell of a mountain. This mountain is covered in thorns. Thorns that upon grazing your skin cause excruciating pain. Pain that makes you wish that you were dead. At the top of this mountain is a rose, so beautiful that every man, woman, and child wishes to lay eyes upon it, but simply cannot approach the mountain because of the thorns. However, there was a man willing to climb that mountain, to graze the thorns, to retrieve the rose so that he may lay eyes upon it and bring said rose down from the mountain to show to the people. Stevie, we are that man. This mountain is that podcast. Welcome to SoundMind with Justin and Stevie D. We're a rose presented to you at this moment. A rose of beauty. Many thorns were grazed to retrieve this rose.
Come on. That sound you heard was my phone. And I shall
silence it.
Silence that thorn. Yes. Awesome.
So many thorns have been grazed.
So many grazes from thorns. But it was worth it for the rose.
Yes.
What is the rose again?
I forgot the metaphor.
No, okay.
I think we're the guy
We're the guy
that got the grazes.
Yes.
To retrieve the thorn.
The mountain was the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And the rose is you.
Yes, you are the rose.
You are the rose.
You are the beautiful, beautiful rose.
Beautiful rose. Yes. Who needs emojis when you have Justin looking at you, giving you a kissy face?
Justin's face is an emoji.
Well, it's been a minute.
I'm doing that thing that I said I was going to do.
I am
where
too.
I just turn.
I am too, but I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got new chairs. By the
we
way,
did.
If you haven't noticed.
Our butts were crying out in anguish.
But look, if I keep my head positioned the same way, I can swivel and still, hit this mic perfectly.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that. Yeah.
So you just can't swivel.
Yeah.
And you have to watch me enjoy it with much self-restraint.
What's going to happen, though, is we're going to watch the video back, and we're both going to hate the swiveling. We're going to be like, that is the worst.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
But maybe not.
This will be our test run.
Yeah.
I'm going to swivel for this one.
Okay, you swivel. I'll try not to swivel.
Right now it's kind of nice.
But I can't promise that I won't.
All right. So we have more to talk about than just swiveling and new chairs.
And thorns.
And mountains.
And roses.
Yeah. But that is most of it.
Yeah. We also have Tales.
We have Tales.
We did a show.
Yeah, we did Misfit Hour. We promoted it on the podcast. The time was coming and came, and we apprehended that. It was beautiful.
It was.
Yeah,
and great turnout.
That was the first. Yeah, we packed the house out.
Yeah, there was like 10 or 15 people.
Right.
All there.
Yeah, but that room was only supposed to hold like 8.
Yeah. So it was standing
crazy.
room only, dude.
Crazy. Yeah. So
There's actually more than that.
that was awesome, though.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to remodel the place for next time.
Yeah, there's going to be 20 people next time.
20 people. Come on, you could be one of them.
Yeah. I'm joking. There was like 300 people there.
Yeah.
Right?
If you were one of them and they were a rose, we could have a bouquet.
Mm-hmm. A 2-rose bouquet.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah. It was somewhere in between, I think, 250 and 300 showed up.
Mm.
Yep.
But that's a pretty decent number.
It's a great number.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that the fire code for the pen is like 269. So I'm pretty sure we hit that exactly. Yay. For us.
Yeah.
And for them. It was great. It was a lot of fun.
We are so legal.
We are. We follow the rules to a T.
T.
So
Just don't spill
we're
it.
also a little bit idiotic. So hopefully that's your taste.
I
If
hope
not,
so.
this is the wrong podcast for you, probably.
Yeah, if not, they're already gone.
Yeah. Ask my wife,
Does your wife
I've
listen?
tried to change. It's not going to happen. No, she doesn't. Because it's not her taste.
That's fine.
But she's committed to the marriage, so thank God.
Yeah.
Right?
You're in this
She
together.
doesn't have to commit to the podcast.
Yeah.
She is committed to the podcastee.
Yeah.
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 So it was your guys' first time. Breakfast with Jonah had
Yes.
never performed before,
Yes.
correct?
Yes. Yes. We lost our show virginity.
Yes.
I had already lost mine. Mm-hmm. But they were not as experienced as I was
Right. You
by
had
that point.
went all the way once.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this was my second and third time
Right.
because I played with Daniel also.
That's right.
So I was up there for like an hour, which
Yeah, that's
felt
crazy.
a heck of a lot longer than that.
Did it really?
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
Especially all the moments where I wasn't playing.
Right.
It was like agony.
Yeah.
It was like, there's all these people looking at me. Did I tie my shoes?
Right.
You know, that kind of thing. Did I leave my zipper unzipped?
Right.
The answer is yes, I did.
We have the video to prove
We
it.
have the video to prove it.
I was loving that video. I was like, man, that is such good video. Hey, we have a guest.
Yeah, were they supposed to be here yet?
I don't think so.
What time is it?
I don't know. You want to answer the door?
Yeah, I guess I can.
All right. So we have a guest, unexpected, and it is Caitlin. Hi. You're on our podcast.
Yeah, what's up?
Come on in.
Sorry.
What do you got?
Lunch.
Awesome. You want to put it on the desk?
Sure.
Thank you. This
So
is
thoughtful.
my beautiful eldest daughter, Caitlin.
Should we clap?
Yes. Thank you for bringing me lunch unexpectedly.
Yeah, so kind.
She loves me,
So generous.
and I love her.
Such a beautiful moment.
I know. She's about ready to have our second grandchild in like 3 weeks.
Amazing.
Yeah. Are you able to hang out for a minute? All right, so you can just watch. Okay, awesome. We have an audience. We have a live audience now. Sweetness. Okay, so yeah, the video footage turned out great. I was like, man, look at Justin. He looks like he's got his fly undone.
Yeah, but that's just part of the thing.
Right?
part
And
of
you
the thing.
fixed it
It's
like
part of the
halfway
vibe.
through.
Yeah.
Yep. And the rest turned out great.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all a
And I
lie.
only messed up like 74 times.
74 times?
No, it was like a serious mess up.
Yeah.
Only happened like twice.
Nice.
But I don't know if anybody noticed.
In the whole hour?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. But I wasn't watching. I wasn't there for a lot of those sets.
Did you leave?
Well, I
you
was
leave
mingling.
before?
I was mingling.
You're like, I'm out of here. This is
No,
so
I
lame.
was just doing the people thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, I
You're
would have
peopling.
loved. I would have loved to enjoy the whole thing nonstop, but I
Yeah.
felt like I need to connect with people.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah,
Makes
and there's the camera crews and ticket people and just making sure everybody's
many
good. And the
conversations.
water. We had like 2 cases of water that ran out like before the show started. We drank all
It
that
was
water.
so hot.
So then
It
I was
so hot.
bringing pitchers of water, to the
Yeah.
green room every 5 seconds. It felt
Yeah.
like.
Well, thanks for that because for a while I was refilling it with my pee.
Yeah.
I was like, we need to recycle this
Yeah,
biz
I just
because
thought those were old pitchers.
nope, that's why they were cloudy.
Yeah, plastic kind of turns a little off color after it gets old, but that
Yeah.
explains it. Yeah.
Yep.
You're gross, and we all knew that, but
Yeah.
here we
Well, we
are.
got to make sure everybody stays hydrated.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good way to make sure of that.
Bear Grylls disagrees.
That doesn't make it a good idea.
Yeah, he does a lot of stupid stuff.
So, all right, let's get back to like any kind of something.
What were we talking about? I
I'm
don't
talking
even-
about you
Mm-hmm.
and your second and third time
Yes. So
performing.
my second time was my first time with that partner,
Right.
which was my band.
Your band.
The-
But isn't that weird?
Yes. So the first time I played a show was with Daniel's band.
Right. But you guys had some issues at that event.
Yes.
We talked about that on here.
I think we did.
Yeah.
It was at a place. I don't know if I said the place. I don't know if I should.
Do it, dude.
It was the Knitting Factory.
Yeah.
They were a bunch of buttholes.
Wow.
I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
They were not happy. I don't know why they were unhappy. I thought I did great.
They didn't know that there was going to be music there.
Did they not? Is that what Daniel said?
I think that when you, I think it was either you or Daniel who'd said, like, you showed up and you're like, hey, we're the band. And they didn't think there was going to be any audio or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So they knew there was like a DJ before us, and they knew that he was going to be there, but they didn't know there was going to be like instruments.
Right.
So
they were ticked. Communication issues continue to rise on these events.
Yeah, it's like people think that it will just happen.
Yeah.
You know, like the people that own places.
Yeah.
They're like, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
No. Stop. Connect people.
Yeah.
Give them their number. You know?
Yeah.
Make sure they know
Right.
that there's going to be actual instruments being played.
Right.
Yeah.
It's pretty important.
That would be my advice. It
be-
takes you like 5 minutes
Yeah.
to like get a number and then like
Sound
text
guy.
it or call. Hey, I've got this guy's son, like the sound guy.
Yeah, he should know that.
Yeah, I've got this dude's number. Give him your info. You don't even have to give the sound guy the information.
Well, I'll tell you what. Being a sound guy, showing up to an event where nobody told me there was going to be instruments. Instruments.
I
Instruments.
think is what you're trying
Yeah,
to say.
that's what I'm trying to say. I could see myself turning into a butthole.
Yeah, he wasn't that much of a butthole.
Which is
he was
awesome.
like a very small one.
Yeah.
There were some people that had huge buttholes, like ginormous,
Wow.
and they just opened up, and so much stuff came out.
That's disgusting.
I'm just telling you what happened, dude.
I think you're doing more than that. Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating.
Wow.
Ask Daniel. He'll tell you. But anyways, yeah, so that wasn't great.
What analogy is he going to use for it?
Probably the same one.
I doubt it.
He's the one that gave it to me.
Yeah, right. No. We're blood brothers.
Yeah. We did an oath of blood. We both slit our hands.
Okay,
and then,
look. Let's just cut the crap here.
Okay,
all right?
yeah.
We're
Yep.
really doing a bad job.
We are.
We haven't gone anywhere other than everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if that even makes
So,
sense. Let's not address that either.
Yeah.
'cause
What I'm trying to say
Yes.
is that the Knitting Factory was a little bit sketchy. The pin
Yes.
was in the sound department less sketchy.
Right.
There were still some issues,
There's still some sketch.
but we worked through it
Yeah.
as a family.
That's right.
And everything was okay. And I didn't see a single butthole that day.
That's right. In the end, we came together and we killed it.
We did. We killed it pretty hard.
Yeah. So what was your experience? What was your second time? You know, what was your second time like? What was your experience like? What did your band say?
We, while delivering a moderately solid performance,
Yeah.
we were not vibing as hard as we probably should have been.
Yeah.
Because there was, so predictions were made
Yeah.
about whether or not this would happen, and they proved correct. So someone owes me $20.
Awesome. There were
But-
bets made, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Or maybe I owe someone $20. I don't remember which side I was on.
Okay.
But somebody owes somebody $20. But basically, what was said was, hey, what's going to happen is our lead singer is going to go twice as long for the bridge because we did a cover of Sail.
Yeah.
He's going to go twice as long on the bridge, and he's going to be still playing when everyone else has stopped. And that is exactly what happened.
Wow.
And I didn't know how to communicate that that's what was happening to anyone. So I was just like, ah. And then Chris was like,
who played it too long?
Chris.
Oh yeah.
So the song was over, and Chris was trying to sing the last chorus, and we're like, Chris, it's over.
Right.
We already sang the last chorus. And he was like, you guys betrayed me. And we're like, no, you betrayed yourself.
Wow.
If you think about it. Because what happened was
had
you
a
went
plan.
too long.
We had a
plan. I'm not going to improvise. That is not going to happen. I'm going to play the same thing that I always play. So if you tell me we're going to play the bridge one time,
Whoa.
I am playing it one frickin' time.
That's
if you look over me and go like, dude, I'm vibing. Let's do another time. That is not going to happen. you're gone.
Oh,
I'm
really?
going.
Wow.
No
on the fly changes.
No. Because if I acknowledge the change and I go, yeah, one more time, what's up?
Yeah.
If the keys guy doesn't see that, he's going to be all confused.
Right.
It's going to throw everybody off.
Well, you guys should come up with a system of that if you want a culture of being flex in the moment.
Well, no, I totally agree.
Yeah.
But there was no prep for that.
Right.
So if he was trying to say, hey, dude, let's go more.
You were saying, dude, we don't even have a language to speak
exactly
that in the moment.
No language.
Wow. Crazy.
We weren't
this
vibing.
Is awesome.
See, that's what I'm saying. We weren't vibing hard enough that I could just send out my signals and then have people go like, yeah, let's do it. What's up? You know?
Yeah.
Everybody was just like, let's just get through this and survive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was good. And we didn't bomb.
Right.
But there was still some moments.
Right.
It was a little hairy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
There was not enough prep.
Yeah, there's the inside.
This analogy works like on so many levels.
The one from before?
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping we could get away from that. But no, knowing you, probably not.
But anyway, so that show went good.
Yeah.
The set with my band was good. Mm-hmm. I felt good about it. It was good.
Yeah.
It went over about as well as I thought it would, in the sense that it was 3 rap artists, blues rock band, and then we went on and we were a metal band. Right. So everybody was like, what? Well, yeah. And then it was like that. Yeah. But I felt like we did pretty good. And then I played with Daniel right after that. I already told you this part, but I forgot every one of his songs.
Crazy.
So I'm picking up my guitar. I'm like,
what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, like, what am I playing? I don't remember how the songs go. Like, I have no melodies. I have no information.
It's a really scary thing to happen.
It is.
When you're on stage ready to start.
I really think it was because, like, all of my brain energy was going to my band set. Mm-hmm. And
then it was over.
And then it was over.
You went to retrieve the information that no longer was there.
Yes, but it had been purged.
Right.
A data dump had happened.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the day before or something, because Daniel had been saying, hey, I don't want any intros. I don't want to play to any backtracks or anything. So the day before, he's like, hey, I managed to get our intro on the set, so I'm going to be able to play our intro going into the first song. So thank God, because the only reason I remembered anything was because they played it, and I was like, okay, and it all kind of came back to me, and I was like, okay. It was like a cornerstone upon which I built my temple. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. But once you had that cornerstone, you know exactly, like, okay,
I know where to put everything.
Here's where we go.
Yeah. So that was good. Yeah. Without it, I don't know.
It would not have been good.
It would not have been a good thing. I probably would have recovered.
Yeah.
But it would have taken a bit.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have been off to as strong of a start.
Right, and that start was awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was the cornerstone that built that set, was the start.
Yeah, it was a good set.
Yeah.
It was good. I really liked it. Words. It was solid.
So I want to ask you a question. What do you think, in your experience, like having done a recording session and playing with your band, as opposed to the live? Like, can you break down some of the differences in your experience between the two, or why you like or don't like?
Yeah, the pressure is different because the pressure in the studio is you have to get it perfect.
Yeah. Because
people are going to hear this more than once. Mm-hmm. The pressure for live is, I don't know how to explain it, but it is different. Mm-hmm. It's like the pressure is more to like meld with everyone.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's, in the studio, it's like, okay, as long as I get it perfect, then I'm good.
Right.
Whereas live, it's like, okay, I have to play it good with everybody.
Yeah.
So even if I'm playing the song right, if no one else is playing it right, it doesn't matter that I'm playing it right.
Right.
You know, like I have to play to everybody. So that's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, your brain is just more brain farty when you're playing. I don't know why, but like when you're up on a stage in front of people, you're just like, I don't even remember my own name. I'm just gone. Like nothing. Everything's happening slower and faster at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
So you're like, what tempo was that song? I don't know.
Right. Started off here and
ended up here. Is this the first chord? It's so weird. Like your brain kind of takes over at points, and you're like, okay, this is fine. Yeah. But then, yeah, sometimes you're like, oh, I actually don't know how to play this song anymore. The song that I've played 1,000 times.
Right.
How do I play it?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's really strange.
Well, you mentioned to me beforehand, like looking out into the audience and seeing like a certain person.
Yeah, people are
And then all of a sudden
recognized.
you're like, oh, wait a minute. Like, what's happening here?
Yeah, like I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to be playing a song. Like, what am I doing? Like, I would distract myself because I would look out and I'd see people I recognized, and then I wouldn't be thinking about the song anymore.
Right.
And so my autopilot would get turned off,
Yeah.
and I'd be like, oh, stop. I'm playing a song. I am playing a song. So I had to remind myself. But yeah, it wasn't like nerve wracking.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't nervous.
Yeah.
In the same way that you might be nervous like for a job interview.
Right.
Or whatever. Yeah, it wasn't like that. It was like, I don't know, dude.
Yeah. Did you come into the show nervous?
Not really.
Okay.
The thing I was most nervous about was forgetting something.
Yeah.
I was like, what if I forget, like, I don't know, like a pedal or something. I don't know. Like that was kind of more where I was at. Like
your
I was,
guitar.
yeah, like I forgot my guitar. The show was canceled. Yeah, I was more nervous about that because I didn't want to have to like drive all the way back to my house.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But once I got everything set up and I was like, oh, I had everything, and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I was slightly nervous about how it would be received, but I wasn't nervous about how well we were going to play.
Yeah.
But
So, do you enjoy playing in the studio?
that's a hard question.
Yeah.
I mean, not really,
Yeah.
because I enjoy hearing the whole thing when it's like mixed and all the production is done. I'm like sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when you're recording it, you're like because you can hear all your mess ups like magnified.
Yeah.
And so it's not like a really enjoyable experience for me
Yeah.
because it's like this is the part that I don't like before the part that I like.
Yeah.
So I do that part so that I can get to the part that I like, which is having a completed product. And then like, okay, now we're going to move on to the next one. But yeah, I wouldn't say that I dislike it,
Yeah.
but I would say that I enjoy playing live more.
Yeah.
It's more rewarding in and of itself,
Right. Yeah. No, I agree. Awesome. Yeah. So we were talking a little bit about what it is about live music that people enjoy. You're not supposed to be doing that.
I know.
I've got the restraint. You do not. What is it about live music that people enjoy doing it so much more? Or, I mean, going to experience like a live show as opposed to listening to their, record at home, which is so weird to say.
Yeah, it's a very different experience.
Their download.
Yeah, well, I have records. Like, I like collecting vinyl
Yeah.
because it's so much more like, oh, look at my album. You can pull it out and be like, oh, it's my album, dude. Like, look at this. I'm kind of like a hipster in that way, I guess. But
a shout out to Big Mike at Real Side Records, who still spins vinyls in this city. One of the best DJs around. He came out and helped with our barbecue movie night last week. He's dope. Real Side Records, find him, get him, book him.
I thought you were going to keep going.
Sorry, no.
No, it's
I
good.
interrupted you to do that.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, why would someone prefer to go to a live show?
Yeah.
It's a very different experience,
Right.
but I don't know that I have an answer.
Right.
So for one, I feel like, when I sit down and I put on a record, it's like it's the same in the sense that it's an event.
Right.
Right? It's not passive. Like in my car, if I'm like on my commute or whatever, I might say, hey, there's an album I'm getting into. I just got it. I'm going to play it while I go. That's a little bit more passive because my action is that I'm driving.
Right.
So my focus is on the fact that I'm driving. I'm still absorbing the music, but it's not, the intent is not, I'm going to go for a drive so I can listen to music. Right. So the music is secondary to the commute. However, when I put on a record, it's like that's what I'm doing. Like I'm listening to this. And live music's the same way. But when you go to a live show, like nobody who went and had heard our stuff. We're all local. We're low key. We're not, there's a few guys that are definitely more popular.
Yeah.
And they've already, put a lot of the work in. Mm-hmm. But, like my band had never played a show. That was Daniel's second show with his band. Mm-hmm. Mallory was our first show.
Mm-hmm. Even Malachi.
Was that his first?
First show.
Really?
Like, he's performed,
Wow.
I mean, his first show like that, he's done some, like, high school performances, like, in an assembly for students, but that's it.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, nobody knew who, any of us were for the most part. Mm-hmm. So that's different from, like a big show, like,
Right.
Nickelback.
Right.
Comes to Spokane, and for whatever reason you want to see Nickelback, which who would want to do that? But everybody knows who they are, so you're like, oh, I'm gonna buy a ticket to go see Nickelback,
right?
For some godforsaken reason. Whereas with our shows, like, oh, there's these random dudes doing something,
right?
No context,
but
I'm gonna check it out.
Right.
Mallory has an album out, I guess, but
mixed EP kind of.
Yeah,
must document.
Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called. Great name, right?
Yeah. I didn't know that it was called that. I have it. I didn't
really?
know it was called that. Yeah,
Mallory, must document. I love it.
Yeah, that's great.
It's a great name.
It also has a great, I don't remember if it's the cover or the back, but where they're jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
They're all jumping and they're pretending to be playing their instruments,
Yeah.
which are invisible.
Right.
And the drummer literally looks like he's sitting on something that's invisible and he's floating.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did it.
I have
but
no idea.
It's good.
I have the same thought when I see that picture.
Yeah, I'm like, how?
Probably 100 times.
What?
Jumping. 100. For whatever reason, in the middle of 100, kept dropping out. It's like a recording.
Yes.
Like, oh, there's a problem during that spot every time. Must have happened during tracking. But in this time, has nothing. Yeah, it's not the same.
It was your throat.
It was my throat. Same spot every time. Weird.
Must have been a problem tracking.
I'm not going to say 100 ever again. Oh, crap.
You already failed.
Damn.
Well, wait, is it after that moment that you say it? Because your statement is, I'm never going to say this thing again.
Yeah, now I'm in.
Now
the
you
clear.
won't.
Right.
So yeah, so you're good. You're good right now.
Again, will I say 100?
But you already said you wouldn't,
Okay.
and you said it again.
Forget it. All right. I don't
Okay.
like this anyway.
I
don't like restraints. I'm free. I'll say 100 as many times as I want if it drops out or if it doesn't.
Yeah, you can do what you want, dude.
Right.
Tell everybody that.
So I just did. I don't have to twice. That
Well,
would be weird.
You're telling me, and then like some people.
No, I'm aware that this is a conversation that everybody's watching worldwide.
All right, everybody's watching. Oh, I'm out of water.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So I had raised that question to you. Like, why would someone come to a show when they don't know any of the artists?
Right.
Like, what is the event part? Like, how does that translate? I do not have an answer.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed it, but
Well, I think support's a big one. Support to like everybody bringing their people. They want to support their people, and we've got the studio. It's been open for a year and a half or whatever. People want to support that. My people want to support that.
for sure.
So I think a lot of it was that, and then we hit the streets, man. We plugged this thing on the streets. We invited people to come for free, and I don't know whether you know people or not. Like, you're on the streets, you get a free ticket. It's a Thursday night. What am I doing? Nothing. Mm-hmm. This thing's worth $10. Like, I could be missing out on the time of my life.
Yeah.
And you would have been if you didn't go. Sorry about that if you didn't, but
Yeah. Preach the truth.
yeah.
A side note, I have been holding in a fart.
Wow.
And my fear is that if I let it out, it will be magnified by the chair because we got new chairs. And I don't know about the surface, the fartability of the surface.
Right.
So it might come through. I don't know. It might be a little, but it might be like a, kind of situation. So,
Well, you've hyped this fart so much now. I think you should probably just lower the microphone and really try to see if it gets.
this is a professional recording studio.
I'm just kidding.
And these are vocal mics. So
If my mic smells like your butt, This is the end.
We have a problem. Yeah.
Oh, that was a joke.
I agree with that.
I mean, the lowering the mic part.
Not the part about not doing it.
The part about it being over if this happens is true. That's true.
Yeah, I figured.
And don't fart on my new chair either, please.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I've been holding it.
Right.
Plus, this is like documented.
So what are we going to do about this?
The fart?
This whole situation, man. We're mid-podcast, and you just aired this thing. Well, not
I didn't
really.
air it.
Yeah. You know what I mean, though.
Yeah. Well, my thought was I would just warn everyone just in case.
Okay.
But my plan is to hold it in till the end of the podcast and then release.
All right. No more jokes. No more funny.
Okay.
Because I don't know about you, but when I laugh, sometimes air comes out.
It slips out.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah.
And I have a pretty tight grip.
So now I'm like, do I try to make him laugh or do I?
You
really
can.
help him? No, because it's my chair. See.
Yep.
These things. This is what happens. See, what happens in our heads every single day, we talk about out loud on this podcast.
Yep, on the podcast. We do. Yeah.
That's what happens here.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not embarrassed about it. Like, if I were to fart, I'm going to be honest. Like, I would just be like, oh, I farted. What's up? You know?
Yeah. I kind of get that by the fact that you talked about this whole thing before anything happened.
Yeah, I'm just warning everyone.
You didn't have to.
Like, I'm just telling everybody, if that happens, I'm not even going to bring it up necessarily unless it's, like, surprising. Like, you know, in some way.
Yeah.
Odor, sound.
My chair rips.
Yeah, I might, like, mention those things. Like,
Right.
oh, that's interesting. But if it happens and it's not of note, you'll just know, oh, that fart he was holding in, he let it out.
Right.
So,
Wow.
yeah. The floodgates opened.
Dude, no, that's more than a fart. No floodgates, dude. Come on. What'd you eat for breakfast?
What did I eat for
If
breakfast?
the floodgates are open and there had to be, it's probably one of them southern breakfasts. Like it has some fried beans in there.
No, I didn't actually have much for breakfast. I think I just had a bowl of cereal because I was running late.
What kind of cereal are you eating if it's going to release the floodgates?
Well, dude, I think we got to talk about what I ate yesterday if we're gonna be going to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. All right, look, you better hold that thing in.
I'm trying.
Because if you fart and the floodgates are released on my chair, it's more than over, dude.
Well,
like the podcast's over, you are over.
My anus is like an iron fist, okay? It is like clenched
Right.
with supreme authority.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm not too worried about
You know
it.
what? I have confidence in you. Like, you said that
Awesome.
with such like conviction.
Dude, I go to like meetings for my job and stuff,
Yeah.
and you got to get good at holding in those farts, dude. Because those are like 4-hour meetings
Yeah.
sometimes.
Is that a problem you have? Like regularly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You got to hold it in.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, I just gotta, now the meeting's over, I'm just gonna head to the bathroom really quick. And
You don't
just-
have, do you, like, do you warn people in the middle of your interview, like, hey, I got to fart real bad, so if something comes up during this meeting, I want you to know what it is. Like, that's it. Or is it, you
Depends on the context.
Yeah. Because you felt like you needed to do that here.
Well, that's because we have a good relationship, you know? I don't want to sour it.
Right.
If they're a stranger, it's like, who cares? You know?
Right.
I'm never gonna see him again.
So this is the longest interruption by a fart that wasn't released that I've ever heard of or know of.
Yeah.
Because literally, it's been like the last 5 minutes of this show has been about this fart that hasn't happened.
I think that you just said the title of this episode somewhere in the last paragraph.
Absolutely.
I think, yeah.
Absolutely.
But, speaking of butts, and farting, I don't remember what I was going to say. It's gone now.
Okay, so it's kind of like the fart that never happened.
Yeah.
Like, speaking of which, nope. I don't know what I'm going to
honestly,
say.
that's a great metaphor. It was like a fart that never happened.
It's kind of like the elephant in the room, right?
Yeah, the fart that never happened. My water's empty. I keep going for my water. It's empty.
Well, that has been fun.
Yeah. We never really answered the question.
What was the question?
Why do people like live music?
Yeah, you said you don't know.
I thought you were going to tell me.
I don't know if I know. I know for me, I guess the experience is a big part. Mm-hmm. being with a bunch of people. It's kind of like if you ever, I enjoy watching movies with bigger groups of people too. So like when the funny part happens, like you're like, oh,
It's
wow.
communal.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people laughing too.
That's a good point. That's a good point of comparison. Like a movie, you know, going to the theater as opposed to just renting it and watching it alone like a loser.
Yeah, fights are the same way too. Like me and my wife were at Buffalo Wild Wings during like one of the big McGregor fights. UFC, and I think it was the one when he knocked out Jose Aldo in like 13 seconds. So this was crazy. Someone else is here. Man, what a busy
Dude, we're
day.
so popular.
But anyway, I'm going to keep talking.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And then Jose, she is. Welcome to our podcast, by the way.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Live.
No, it's all right. We've had
Yeah, it's all
two.
good.
No, we roll. We roll
We do.
with this stuff.
Should we clap again?
Yes, clap. Thank you for stopping by.
thank you.
My eldest daughter.
Yes.
If you want to watch this on YouTube, it'll be fun. It will be on YouTube.
Yeah.
And all streaming platforms.
Yeah. So this is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love you. Thank you.
Yeah, we're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Love you.
Love ya. And so, anyway, we're watching this fight live. And, you know, there was all this hype. You know, Jose Aldo had been undefeated for like 10 years. He was the champion of the featherweight division. And Connor was talking about all this trash, like, I'm going to go and knock him out. And people didn't really know. Like, Connor was up and coming, but it was like, come on, dude, this guy is pound for pound one of the best. Comes out, knocks him out in 13 seconds.
Dang.
And, like, you don't see it coming. And if you're in your room, you're like, oh, you know. But being in a crowded bar with, like, 150 people all going, oh, at the same time, it was just crazy, the energy.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of anticipation built up for that fight. I don't want to get distracted by the fight. But live music is like that.
Yeah.
You know, you're rocking out, you're enjoying the moment, same time with people that are enjoying the moment.
It's amplified by the joined experience. So
Yeah.
it's like the enjoyment is amplified, but also the displeasure.
Yeah. Yeah, true. And I think that, like, the musicians are influenced by response.
Absolutely.
You know, whether it's out loud or it's just the vibe, you know what I mean? But so there's this live sharing of energy, right? Like you're into it, I receive that, and that is transferring through my playing or my singing and then coming back at you. You know what I'm saying? And so you don't get that on a record. You know, you don't get that on a recording the same way. And it's cool to be like, man, you know, you get eye contact and, you know, you can tell like who's in the room really enjoying it. And so, you know, there's some of those things that I think, make it more enjoyable, you know. And then it's just not like, man, I love that album or I love that song. Like you leave a show going, man, I love that night. Like,
Yeah.
it's a memory and experience that you have, you know. Not that you can't have experiences with albums and with songs, like you definitely do, but you know, it was a night out. It was a thing you did.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah. So I don't know.
That's a good answer. I like that.
We can. I feel like we've spent so much time talking about buttholes and farts, you know, that I don't know if we should crack open any other subjects. Plus, I see you're sweating mildly, so I think the fist of iron that represents your sphincter.
It's still clenched. It's just shaking a little bit.
No, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with your assessment. I think that it's a lot of it is that it is an event. It's a one-time thing. Like even if that same band plays again, it won't be the same night.
Right.
If you listen to an album, you know, it's going to be the same album, and that's the point. So it is different. It's two different avenues, I would say. I was going to say experiences, but I think different avenues because it's just a completely different thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like you have an experience with the music while you're doing something. But it's the other thing that you're doing is probably what's having it be an experience if you're listening to the, you know, record, the recorded piece. But
yeah, so my advice would be grab a friend. Go to a local show.
yes.
If they suck, then you can make fun of them later.
Yeah.
If they didn't,
absolutely.
then you did a good thing.
No, seriously. I mean, since we're on that topic, we're in Spokane, Washington, and we need to make a push for the local artists, like big time. Like, we're an arts, we're a lover of arts and music in this city, and I don't think that our actions have always communicated that, And so, honestly, let's get out. We thank you first off to everybody who did come out for Misfit Hour and supported SkyTree and supported Breakfast with Jonah, all the artists involved. Thanks to the Pen for hosting us. I mean, without all you guys, it wouldn't have been possible. But yeah, let's definitely support your local artists. Get out there, encourage people that are doing local music. It's a beautiful thing, but I think that we need to step out in a stronger way when it comes to that.
And I think that's the moral of this podcast.
Yeah.
Step out.
Step out.
Do it.
So now what?
I don't know.
All right. I was like, we can just end it, but like that'd be abrupt.
It really would. And I was thinking about maybe just farting.
Right.
And then just letting that. But I don't think it's a good call.
Yeah.
So.
Did you do it?
No.
Okay.
Do you want me to?
No, I got a whiff of something, but maybe it was the food that my daughter brought in.
Yeah,
No, please. Keep it clenched, dude. So anyway, yeah. Check us out. SoundMind on all the streaming platforms.
We'll be doing more shows in the future.
Yeah, we're looking at an event early winter, potentially.
Sweet.
And yeah, that's not a for sure thing yet. But anyway, find us on YouTube, SkyTree Studios. Look us up. If you're an artist that wants to take the next step in your music, reach out. We're on Facebook, Instagram, SkyTree Nation. Breakfast with Jonah, be looking out. You guys are going to drop some music real soon. I know I said like a billion years ago it was going to be like 2 months. It's coming soon.
Yeah. Well, actually, you said that 2 months ago, so it's perfect.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We planned
just
this.
like I was when I said it. Exactly right. All right. Till next time, guys. Have a good one.